Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dayang Sofia binti Awangdol. My matric number 11827886. Today I would like to present about the contribution of Islamic philosopher Al-Kindi in medicine. For the introduction, Al-Kindi is regarded as the first Muslim philosopher in the history of Islamic philosophy. His contributions to the development of Islamic philosophy were undeniable in the Middle Age. Therefore, in this study, I would like to explain the historical background of Al-Kindi, the contribution Al-Kindi in medicine, and the benefit of medicine to the contemporary context. The historical background of Al-Kindi. Al-Kindi or Al-Kindus, his full name is Abu Yusuf Yaqub ibn Ishaq ibn As-Sabah Al-Kindi. He was born in 801 in Kufah, Iraq, and he was died in 873 in Baghdad, Iraq. Al-Kindi was the first Islamic philosopher and also known as the father of Arab philosophy. He was born into a respected, educated, and noble family. Al-Kindi's father, Ishaq ibn As-Sabah, was the governor of Kufah, as was his grandfather before. Their family are descent of the royal Kinda tribe who came from southern Arabia and have moved from Yemen. The education of Al-Kindi. His early education was in Basra and then he migrated to Baghdad to continue his studies. In the capital of the Abbasid Caliphate, Al-Kindi focused his attention on translating and using other rational philosophies that were active at the time. He translated many philosophical books that explain things and summarized his theories in a sophisticated way. Moreover, Al-Kindi was appointed as the advisor and teacher of the palace during the caliphate of Al-Mu'tasim and Al-Wasiq. He also known for his beautiful calligraphy writing and once worked as a writer for Al-Mutawakkil. Next, Al-Kindi's work. The genius of intellectual knowledge made Al-Kindi work as a tutor of Prince Ahmad, son of Caliph Al-Mu'tasim. In addition, the Caliph Al-Ma'mun has appointed him to work at the famous translation center of philosophy and science in Baitul Hikmah. Al-Kindi has produced a variety of works that he has written until reached more than 240 works that cover almost all the fields in which he involved, which are philosophy, mathematics, geometry, astronomy, chemistry, music, and medicine. Mongot Atieh has listed Al-Kindi's works in medicine. One of his books, translated into Latin, entitled The Book of Optics, has influence by Roger Bacon and other scientists in Europe. The contribution Al-Kindi in medicine. Al-Kindi was appointed medical officer and royal teacher during reign of Al-Ma'mun and Al-Mu'tasim. As a physician, Al-Kindi was the first pharmacologist to determine and use the correct dose of medication for most of the drugs available at the time. There are 22 treatises attributed to Al-Kindi in the field of medicine, in which he was partly influenced by the ideas of Galen and partly by his own personal experience and other Muslim physicians in his time. One of the most important Al-Kindi's work in this field, which has been translated into Latin, is De Quadribus, in which he demonstrates the application of mathematics and quantification to medicine. For example, he produced mathematical scales to measure the quantity and strength of a drug and a system. These mathematical scales will make the doctors easier to identify diseases and determine the resistance of the human body much easier than the usual method. With remarkable originality and scientific foresight, Al-Kindi decided to give those concepts a mathematical basis so that one could quantify the strength of drugs. He was the first to attempt a serious quantification in medicine. Al-Kindi recognized the need of quantifying the effects of drugs, showed a scientific outlook that makes him one of the remarkable scholars of the Middle Age. In addition, his experimental approach to scientific problems made him a pioneer of the scientific revolution that would follow. Besides, they are the evidence from Quran and Hadith. According to the Quran in Surah Yunus verse 57, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, Ya ayyuhan nasu qad ja'atkum maw'izatum min rabbikum wa shifa'un lima fis suduri wa huwa hudaw wa rahmatul lil mu'minin, which means, O mankind, there had come to you a direction from your Lord and a healing for the diseases in your hearts, and for those who believe, a guidance and a mercy. Next, from the Hadith, An Jabir an Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam annahu qala likulli da'in dawa'un fa iza asabat dawa'ud da'a bara'a biiznillahi azza wa jalla. Narrated from Jabir, the Prophet said, every disease has a cure, and when the medicine is suitable to be used on the disease, then it is cured with the permission of Allah, the Exalted and Glorious. Lastly, the benefits of medicine to contemporary contexts are: Kindi has done a lot of research on various types of drugs that are suitable for certain diseases such as eye disease, rabies, hemoptysis, and so on. Indirectly, we can take as a reference about the type of medicine used in accordance with the disease suffered. Besides, people are able to know the rate of medicine taken for each disease. This is because taking excessive amounts of medications will affect our health. Third, we can identify the content and requirements of drugs in medicine and also the productions of chemicals. That's all from me. Thank you.